For Barbara Odeniec, supporting her family is a challenge. She works as a cashier, but doesn't even earn minimum wage.
I work full-time in a supermarket and earn only 1,200 zloty or 400 euros a month. I work for a subcontractor and they treat us like trash, not like people.
Odeniec isn't a regular employee. She has what's called a work contract. A work contract means that a person is being paid to create a specific product, for example, an advertising brochure. They're paid for the product, not an hourly wage. But there are some legal loopholes. Supermarkets, for example, use subcontractors. Instead of paying an hourly wage, the subcontractors hire cashiers using work contracts. So the cashiers are classified as self-employed and don't get minimum wage, health insurance, or pension coverage. Many security staff and cleaning personnel are hired under work contracts, and large supermarket chains also tend to exploit this legal loophole. The staff have no job protection and rarely earn more than 400 euros a month. Unions have long been fighting to change this practice. But here in Poland, it's still common in companies such as Lidl.
The retail industry has a lot of these work contracts. About 40% of retail employees have work contracts. Normally, they're not employed by the stores themselves. They're outsourced or hired through outside firms.
The labor market in Poland has about 16 million workers. Almost a third are in what's called the grey market, with short-term contracts and poor labor conditions. 1.6 million have only a work contract, and their numbers are on the rise. The Polish Employers Federation says the minimum wage is to blame. But the minimum wage in Poland is less than €2.50 per hour.
Our experience has shown that when the minimum wage is more than 40% of the average wage in the region, then companies start to dismiss poorly qualified workers. Then they rehire them through different mechanisms, including the grey market, for example.
The grey market in Poland is on the rise, and so are work contracts that pay less than minimum wage. After the boom a few years ago, the Polish economy has now stabilized. In 2014, the gross domestic product increased by 3.3%. But unemployment in Poland is over 11%. That's part of why people like Barbara Odeniec are forced to take poorly paid work contracts.
I have no choice. I have to take a work contract, and companies take advantage of people like me.
She barely earns enough to support her family.
I can't pay all my bills. I need to buy food for my children.
For people like Barbara Odeniec, the minimum wage would be a major improvement.